Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The first time I saw my boss, Ethan Cole's smile, I thought he looked like the kind of man who could make people believe in him even as he stole the ground from beneath their feet. It wasn't a smile that invited trust, it demanded it. Confident. Polished. Perfectly calculated. For 2 years I'd worked under him at the tech firm, pouring my soul into a project I called Aurora. A predictive AI designed to detect emotional cues in human speech. It was more than code to me. It was personal. Every late night, every cup of burnt coffee, every bug fix. It was my heartbeat in binary form. So when I walked into the conference room that Monday morning and saw Ethan presenting my slides, my prototype, and my research under his name, I didn't feel anger. I felt hollow. My throat tightened as he gestured toward the screen, his voice smooth as he said, Aurora was designed to revolutionize communication technologies. Our team, my team, has spent years perfecting her. Our team. My work. I sat at the back of the room, hidden in the sea of employees, my hands trembling beneath the table. Each word he spoke was a nail hammered into my sense of worth. I wanted to stand up, to scream, but I didn't, because no one would believe me. Ethan was the golden boy of the company. Charismatic, respected, and untouchable. After the presentation, as the applause echoed, he caught my eye and winked. That was the moment something inside me snapped. That evening, I returned to the office long after everyone had gone home. The hum of the servers filled the empty floor, the city lights flickering through the glass walls. My reflection stared back at me. Eyes red, lips trembling, jaw tight. I opened Ethan's folder on the shared drive. Inside was his final report, the one he was sending to the board tomorrow morning for patent approval. Every line was mine except for one paragraph near the end. The credits. His name alone. I read it twice. Then I made a decision that would change everything. I replaced that single paragraph with one line. Just one. Aurora's data patterns include unauthorized access to private communications, orchestrated under Ethan Cole's direction. It wasn't a lie. He had insisted months ago that we use live user data without consent for testing efficiency. I had protested. He had brushed me off. Now his arrogance would be his undoing. When I hit save, my hands were shaking. Not from fear, but from something darker, satisfaction. The next morning, the company buzzed with energy. The board presentation was set for 9 a.m., and Ethan, as usual, was perfectly composed. His suit pressed, his cologne subtle, his charm effortless. He didn't even look at me as he passed my desk. But I couldn't look away from him. Watching him move through the office felt surreal, like I was seeing the man who had taken everything from me, unaware that I'd already set his fall in motion. At 9:47, the first email went out. Then the second. Then the third. By 10:15, Ethan's office door slammed shut. By 10:30, I was called in. He stood there, red-faced, pacing. "What the hell did you do?" he snapped. I blinked. "Excuse me. They think I authorized illegal data access. Do you understand what that means? The entire board is demanding an internal investigation." I tilted my head slightly. "Maybe they just misinterpreted something in your report." His eyes narrowed. "You think this is funny?" "No," I said softly. "I think it's justice." For a moment, silence filled the room. Only the distant hum of the air conditioning remained. He looked at me like I was a stranger, like he couldn't believe I had the courage to fight back. "You'll regret this," he said finally, his voice low. "Like I regretted trusting you?" I asked. "Or like you regretted taking what wasn't yours?" He opened his mouth to speak, but the door burst open. HR, legal. The director of operations. Ethan's confident posture faltered. They asked him to step into the conference room for questioning. As he walked past me, he leaned in and whispered, "You just signed your own death warrant, Lily." I smiled. "Funny. That's exactly what you did." By lunchtime, rumors had spread. By evening, Ethan Cole's name was scrubbed from every internal document. Officially, he had been suspended pending review. Unofficially, he was finished. You'd think that would have made me feel triumphant. It didn't. That night, I went home and sat in the dark, staring at my laptop. My inbox was flooded with messages. Congratulations, sympathy, curiosity. But beneath the noise, something gnawed at me. I had crossed a line. I had become what he was. I told myself he deserved it, that I was righting a wrong. But the truth? I had manipulated evidence. I had weaponized the truth. Days passed. The investigation grew deeper. Aurora was put on hold. Ethan's reputation was in ruins. Then, one evening, I got an email from an anonymous address. Subject: You didn't win, Lily. Attached was a video clip. Grainy security footage from the office server room. Me, late at night, accessing his folder, making the edit. A voice message followed. Ethan's voice. Calm, confident, cold. I told you, Lily. You're not smarter than me. I left breadcrumbs. You wanted revenge and now you're going to burn for it. Enjoy your victory for now. My stomach dropped. I scrolled through my inbox. Every message from the company suddenly looked different. Every word now felt like surveillance. The next morning I went to the office but my badge didn't work. Security escorted me out. By noon I received a call from HR. We're placing you under investigation for file tampering. He had beaten me again. Even when I thought I'd won. In the weeks that followed I lost everything. My job. My credibility. My creation. Aurora was sold off quietly to another firm. Ethan vanished, probably with a new identity, a new company, and my life's work in his pocket. But that's not where the story ends. 3 months later, I got a message on LinkedIn from a recruiter for a new AI startup. They said they'd found my resume intriguing. When I looked into the company, my blood ran cold. Aurora Labs. And under Chief Technology Officer was the name Ethan Cole. That night I opened my laptop, my hand steady this time. If he wanted a war, I would give him one. Because while he may have stolen my project, I still had something he didn't know existed. A backup server, hidden deep in encrypted code. The real Aurora. And this time the line I'd add wouldn't just ruin his career. It would destroy everything he ever built. I smiled in the dim glow of the screen, whispering to the ghost of his arrogance, "You should have known better than to betray the woman who built your empire."